Hello, everyone. My name is Daniela Cantera, and welcome to another episode of Income Investors. With me today is John Whitefoot with another exciting income pick. If you would like to read any more about what John writes on a regular basis, head to incomeinvestors.com, or you can click the link to our website in the description below. Real estate investment trusts, or REITs for short, perform poorly in the high interest rate environment. That's because REITs have to borrow a lot of money to grow their businesses, and higher borrowing costs cut into profitability. Then there's the fear that tenants may not be able to pay their rent. Neither was an issue for today's income pick, Easterly Government Properties Inc., traded on New York Stock Exchange under symbol DEA. Why? Easterly Government Properties can generate reliable cash flow, regardless of where we're at in the economic cycle, because the U.S. government is its biggest tenant. And if there's one tenant that is never low on cash or late on their rent, it's Uncle Sam. John?
Yeah, thanks, Daniela. Easterly Government Properties Inc. acquires, develops, and manages commercial properties that are leased to various U.S. government agencies. In fact, according to the most recent data, a whopping 98% of Easterly Government's lease income is backed by the U.S. government. The company's 102 total operating properties are located in 27 different states and cover a massive 10.2 million square feet. To put that into perspective, that's the equivalent of more than 177 NFL football fields. Of its properties, 97% are fully leased with an annual lease income per square foot of $35.59. The weighted average remaining lease term is 9.8 years, and having tenants that are willing to sign long-term leases adds stability to the company's business. The portfolio includes numerous types of tenants, veteran affairs, outpatient clinics, account for the bulk of Easterly Government's current portfolio at 27%. But the company also owns everything from FBI regional headquarters, labs, courthouses, the Department of Defense Secure Command Center, and National Weather Service Control Center. Moreover, leasing to the U.S. government has a high barrier to entry. The Department of Defense or FBI aren't going to lease from just anybody. And it's still growing too, currently tracking an estimated $1.5 billion of property and actively evaluating around $500 million.
And first quarter core FFO increased to 0.73 cents per share.
Yeah, now for the first quarter ended March 31st, 2025, Easterly Government Properties announced that total revenue increased 8% to $78.6 million. Net income came in at $3.3 million or 7 cents per share, and core funds from operations or FFO, it's a measure REITs use to represent cash flow, grew 3% to 73 cents per share.
If you like what you see so far, check out incomeinvestors.com. While you're there, you can also sign up for a free special report titled 3 Income Stocks to Own Today. One of those stocks currently has a dividend yield of 12.7%. You can also find the link to our website in the description below. And now back to the video. It declared a quarterly payout of 0.45 cents per unit.
Yeah, now income investors like REITs because they have to legally distribute at least 90% of all taxable income to shareholders in the form of a dividend. Now, when it comes to the health of a REIT, it's important to look at core FFO. It provides a better picture of a REIT's recurring income than net income does. In the first quarter, as previously noted, it announced core FFO of 73 cents per share. Now, in the first quarter, it also declared a quarterly dividend of 45 cents per share, or $1.80 per share on an annual basis for a current forward yield of 8%. Now, the quarterly payout of 45 cents per share might look like a pretty big improvement over the 26 cents per share paid out in the previous quarter, but the company announced the dividend on April 9th, and on April 28th, it executed a 1-for-2.5 reverse stock split. That means that for every 2.5 shares of DEA stock an investor held, they received 1 share. The reverse stock split both adjusted the company's capital structure and should make the stock more attractive to institutional investors. At the same time, it announced it was reducing its quarterly payout by 0.085 or 8.5 cents per share or a unit from 26.5 cents per share to 18 cents per share. When the 1-for-2.5 reverse split took effect, this resulted in the quarterly dividend of 0.45 cents per share.
And DEA stock has double-digit upside potential?
Yeah, no, DEA reported solid financial results throughout 2024, hitting a 52-week high of $14.52 per share back on April 18th. Despite reporting decent third quarter results and fourth quarter and full year 2024 results, DEA stock trended lower. It took an oversized hit in early April after President Trump announced his global tariff policy. It's been slowly climbing back since then, at least to this recording. DEA stock may be down 17.5% year to date, but it's also up approximately 17% since early April. Wall Street sees more upside for DEA stock over the coming quarters, with analysts providing a 12-month share price target range of $23.25 per unit to $25.
Thanks, John, for your insights. Easterly Government Properties is a great REIT with a rock-solid tenant base. 97% of its lease income is backed by the U.S. government. As a result, it clearly doesn't have an issue with tenants paying their rent. This helps it generate reliable cash flow, which allows it to make accretive acquisitions and pay a reliable dividend. Now, the company did announce it was reducing its quarterly dividend, but it's now aligning its strategy with other net lease REITs, targeting a core FFO payment ratio in the range of 55% to 65%. The new payout ratio should provide meaningful capital for the company to expand its growing pipeline. This also bodes well for DEA shareholders, including the 389 institutions that hold 79.9% of all outstanding shares. The three holders are BlackRock, Vanguard, and State Street. That's it for today, and make sure to go to incomeinvestors.com to get our free special report titled 3 Income Stocks to Own Today. One of those stocks currently has a dividend yield of 12.7%. Or you can find the link to our website in the description below. We'll be back with more income picks soon, so stay tuned. In the meantime, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Goodbye for now.